up?
What's up, people? Good to see ya.
Y'all like my nice red shirt?
Good. Well, as Ben has been promising you guys, this way, we have a guest today.
Got a pretty cool guest too.
Awesome guest. So today's about friends, and this is the best person ever. He's a great friend of ours. He's super awesome. He is the person when it comes to friends and meeting new people, and you'll learn why very shortly. So stick around and let's talk about friends.
Let's do it. What up, Shay?
What's going on?
What's up?
What's going on, you guys?
Hey, we're so happy that you could come to this episode. This is so cool. This is perfect.
Awesome. So we're talking about friendship on this one, huh?
Yes. Yep. Today is about relationships and friends, and just like how important it is, and how important, like how easy it can be to make friends, and how important it is to make friends.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. So while we're here, Mr. B-Day Shay, this is so perfect. I love when I saw that on your name. I was like, oh man, this couldn't be any better. Do you want to just go ahead and start off with one of your favorite ways to make friends in a public place?
Oh yeah. So I'm pretty well renowned about making any day a birthday. A long time ago, I found that was a very good way to just meet people, break the ice a little bit, and make someone's day, if not my own day, that much more, a little bit more fun and surprising. So, yeah, I found a little joy into that and met some friends along the way. And ever since, it's now my birthday all the time. And every once in a while, I try to make it other people's birthdays.
Man, that's that really embarrassing moment when you're like, it's his birthday. And that friend is like, oh my God, I don't even like it when it is my birthday. And it's not even my birthday.
Oh, you're going to get it.
Yeah. And so what's funny is about that, Shay speaks about it as being his birthday all the time. So now that he said that, he comes over every year for his birthday for a shot. So now that he said that, every time my dad gets to drinking or having fun, he says it's his birthday.
He got that from you. It's so funny. I know anytime that we're out somewhere, you're like, it's my birthday. And before you know it, we've got a whole mess of people around us and like just hanging out and talking, hanging out. That's like the best way to break the ice and just people immediately want to celebrate. And we've met some people like that.
Yep, I've kept it going so long that now most of the friend group circle doesn't even know my real birthday.
That's so true. That's so true. So other than randomly at a restaurant and just claiming it's your birthday, what are some other places that you found is really good to make friends?
Well, so for me, I obviously back when I was in high school, I found that it was very important to look out for certain friends and qualities in them, and then just stay strong about, look, these are the people that I'm going to carry on with me the rest of my life. And I'm pretty old fashioned and stubborn in the sense that I'm gonna continue on with that belief, and it's held me strong. You're in it for the
long haul. You're not looking for
right.
Core friends.
I'm not too much of a. I mean, I do like meeting friends here and there, but that's more like with association through work or such as that.
Yeah, social.
It's a little harder nowadays than it is what it used to be. So I really kind of cling on to the past a little bit and hold strong to the old ways.
Well, it's like that, those core friends though, I mean, those like, you're a lot more old school in that sense. And that's another reason why you're so awesome to have for this one. Because these days, a lot of relationships can be so surface. And then when you really need something, or when you're really actually having a crappy day, or when you hit a real obstacle, like some of the things that we have to help Ben go through, like you got to be willing to like look a little weird, problem solve, do some weird stuff. Like you got to have like a core group of friends, and these little fleeting relationships that you can have on social media and just like here or there at a bar. Those aren't the relationships that are really going to get you to that next level. Yep. But the relationships that you build, the long ones where you're actually, like you said, you're people who have qualities that you look for in a person. Like like you almost like kind of sort of date, but without like a romantic part to it. Like you want your friends
Sort
to
of.
be kind of, it's like way less formal, but just like you would look for something in a partner, like even when you're looking for friends, you need to be looking for a certain type of friend.
Right.
And then doing things when you can find people in places doing things that you like to do, and then build friends like that. That works really good too.
Yeah. I mean, through church is a really good way. Meeting people, just any kind of similar interests that you might have. Obviously, the birthday thing brings you a lot of fun people.
What's the weirdest place you've ever met somebody and like kept a friendship?
Say again.
What's the weirdest place that you've like met somebody and like maintained a friendship? Like it maybe wasn't the deepest friendship you had, but like that you actually kept up. Or like maybe not weird, but like even something that's like the most unexpected. Like when I went to a show. I was going to a show with my friend Brenda, and she totally bailed on me last second. And I was like, screw it, I'm going anyways. So I went last second by myself at the masquerade, and I ended up meeting this really cool guy named Justin right behind me, and he was in the VIP and everything. Like we went through everything together because we got like backstage with his band. And I went to like 10 more concerts with this dude. Like he was like my concert buddy. We would just hit each other up right before concert, and we would go to the concerts together, and we would just jam out, and like we stayed in contact through concerts, and that was just really cool. He was a really cool guy. And then we quit going to concerts because like COVID and stuff.
Yeah. Let me think.
You got one, Ben?
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
You met a lot of people.
I know, right?
I meet a lot of acquaintances, but I'll tell you something that was really weird, and I keep in touch with her. I met a girl from a Google photo.
What?
Yeah, I found her from a Google photo because she had pictures of Slipknot, and she was this really pretty girl in from a Slipknot show, and I met her, and I just hit her up on Facebook, and we started talking. Well, a few years later, I met her parents at a Slipknot show, and I said, I met your daughter. They said, how'd you meet our daughter? I said, through Google.
That's so weird. I think that one takes the cake on the weirdest.
And we've stayed in contact ever since, and she's about to have a baby, and we talk all the time.
Dang, you even kept that up. That's super neat.
Yeah, we talk all the time. Like I'm telling her I'm gonna go to because her mom owns a boutique. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come to the boutique and finally meet you in person. And I met her mom and dad at a Slipknot show, and her mom helped me out and did all kinds of stuff. And I met them through Google.
That's
I think I got one for you now. It just now hit me. I think the weirdest time I met somebody, and he actually checks in on me probably like every year and a half to 2 years. He'll just randomly message me like, "Hey man, how you doing?" It was the first time that I actually got to go in a little airplane.
Really?
Yeah, and it was when I was working at the airport, trying to find a job on just being able to travel. And I was able to go up to the little airplanes and look through the windows and stuff, and just staring there and talking to the pilots. And eventually, one guy kept seeing me go up to his airplane, and he's like, "Hey, do you go up to my airplane a lot? Do you like it?" And of course, I told him, "Yeah, I love your airplane, and I would love to learn how to fly and all this." And so he was like, "Sure, if you want, hop in, and we'll take it up around Atlanta." So he took me up flying for it was like 5-6 hours. Like we were up having just a blast, just flying around Atlanta.
That is freaking cool. Just
me and
because.
some random strange guy in his maybe like mid-30s, and I'm like 28, I think at the time. Or no, I was younger than that. And yeah, it was like ever since then, like me and him been good buddies. We chatted up time to time. He all the time asked how's my flying doing, and
that's pretty cool. Just from checking out his airplane.
Yep,
and he came up and said, "Hey." So there's all like really weird things, like it just being in the place, and when you're in a place, being aware of the people around you. So there's in all those situations, somebody reached out to somebody and just like sparked the conversation. That's really all it takes to start off with. So once you're in a friendship, and you've like, you know, done that first little initiation and you guys got like, so what's the best, what do you think you got to bring to the table to keep those friendships?
Well, it has to be obviously either something's gonna be taken from the interaction. Like for example, when I met my friends in high school, I saw their qualities. When that guy approached me, I'll never forget that day that he let me fly with him in his airplane. But I didn't just off of that first interaction. It's not like I could really deeply tell you off the man's qualities, but I'll never forget what he did for me. So it could be just as simple as doing a simple act, even for somebody. That can gain you a friend.
Just like saying kind word, because somebody could have a bad day and be like, hey man, you're all right. Hey, I like your shirt. I know that you're having a bad day, but I like that shirt. Let's get this day going. Let's make it better. So just by complimenting somebody's shirt, or whether they're having a bad day, letting them know they noticed can help too.
Just sparking it, just saying something. And then, so once you've done that, and then like being able to keep in contact with people, just like a simple, like you said, that guy hits you up maybe once every year and a half, 2 years. Like it's not all the time, but he makes the effort to reach out every so often to say, hey, thinking about you, like, hey, this is like, we do have some kind of relationship. And that's like a lot of what it takes, is like just being generous. Like if you want a really close, tight relationship, you got to be generous with your time, generous with your heart. You got to be able, like, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. When you're friends, you just do that for each other. That's just what you do. And then, but like even on a lower level than that, you know, just be generous with your time and your words. Like if you weren't generous with your words at first, you would have never met that person anyways.
Oh yeah.
And another quality is listening, because you never know what somebody might be going through. So even if they're having a bad day, reach out and say, hey man, I saw a post on Facebook where you're not having a good day. You can call me and just let them talk to you and listen. And they're like, wow, man, you really listen to me. That really that values a lot. You listen to me, you're the first person that ever listened to me. So that can create a friendship as well.
It's so weird. I've found out so much lately that it's so foreign for people to have like real deep conversations. Like people are out here embarrassing themselves, spilling all their dirty laundry on Facebook, all because they don't have one core friend that they can call and say that stuff to privately. Like Facebook does not need to know your drama. Facebook does not need to see you breaking down. You need a homie for that.
Yep. And not only that is, it's not only friends and family that sees Facebook as well. You got to think careers.
Exactly.
Look at Facebook. So,
exactly. And it's permanent. Once it's on the internet, it's permanent. So you have a bad moment. We all have bad moments and we want to get far away from them. But once you post it online, that's permanent. You can't ever get away from that. And then it's just there staring at you.
You gotta find people with the same values, the same morals, like, or the same. He said career, so like the same career choice. Like he wants to go flying, so you gotta be around those kind of people that's gonna lift you up, that tells you can do it.
Yeah.
If I want to be an advocate, I gotta hang around people that are advocating that are doing what I want to do. That's gonna lift me up and be real with you and say, "Look, bro, what you did was just wrong. If you want to be an advocate, you can't be doing that." Somebody that's gonna tell you the truth and be honest with you.
It's good to have those people. Those are real friends. Those are the ones who actually want to see you succeed. So they got to tell you the hard things.
Yep.
those are a lot harder to come by, because it's hard to say the hard things.
You gotta have those friends.
Yeah. Well, and it's just so like, where do you think you'd be if you didn't have if you didn't have your best friend? Think if your very best friend right now, if you didn't have someone like that, where do you think, what do you think on quality of life, 0 to 10? Where do you think you'd be at, 10 being the best?
Without my friends, yeah, you're looking at just skating by all the time around 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I mean, family is obviously that gets you by, along, but you have to have family and friends and God. It's you got to have it all. You can't just.
Well, I consider a lot of my friends, my family, my friends, and vice versa. So it's just like, I guess without the tight relationships, like, I mean, you hear people all the time who have nobody.
Yeah.
They have nobody. Like if I was in their situation, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way. And I know that life has to be a lot more difficult for them too, whether they realize it or not. And so that's one of the reasons that we're doing this episode is just to be like, it's super simple. It's not always easy, but it is super simple. You just got
to give them a birthday button.
Birthday, just pretend it's your birthday. Pretend it's your birthday and hold your breath, and something good will happen.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm calling you the birthday man. No.
B.A. Shay, that's his name.
Yeah.
B.A. Shay.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you know what? Something else that's really cool that I did just not thought about too is that when you have a really good friend and like you like friends that have your same interests, but where the whole opposites attract thing too is pretty cool because it's also really cool to have friends who think differently and who do things a little differently so they can share a little bit of a different perspective. Like I have a friend, Kaylee, who's like that. And like we're a lot of the same in some ways, but we're really different in other ways. We go about things differently. So she'll tell me something. I'll be like, dang, I never thought about that. That's pretty cool. You know, when you bounce off of friends like that.
They open your eyes to something new, and then you're like, whoa, I didn't even know that. And it puts you into a place where you can do something different. You're like, wow, I can do that. So then it may change your whole career or a different way you see yourself doing something else that you never thought you'd be able to do to make money or anything. So it can guide your life.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt's a good one for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, he's awesome too because I don't think I've ever really seen him in a bad mood. So anytime you come at him with anything, he's like, I got you.
Exactly. No, he's helped me just going off of that, just showing different workout techniques and stuff to help me out on that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, definitely another good friend to have.
We've been very blessed in the sense that, and I mean, even you too, Shay, that we've all three of us have been very blessed in the sense that we have really awesome people that surround us.
Oh yeah.
And that's not all by luck either. Like I know Ben and I are super lucky just to have like the family unit that we have because we did not pick those crazy mugs, but they happen to be pretty awesome too. But like our friends, like all of us, we picked our friends.
Yeah.
We definitely picked them. And some of them kind of just like stumbled in, don't know how they got there. Glad they did, but don't really know how that happened. But but most of them were picked. They were weeded out. Like I know we've all gone from having literally 100 friends because we're all very social people. So from having like hundreds of friends to having like maybe like literally you could pack a house out of 50 people on any given weekend. And now where we've got like, like a core crew that we depend on. We've weeded them out. We've figured out what we want our life to be, how we want to show up in the world. And then we've handpicked people that are the best image of that, are the best candidates of that, are the best people that we want to give that to. It's not just like you don't just wake up one day and all of a sudden like, yeehaw.
And you kind of sort of have to do that too, because I mean, it gets to a point to where, I mean, you have to eventually focus on yourself too. And you can't having so many friends like that. You have to kind of, weed it out like that a little bit.
Yeah, you do. If you want to have really deep, like real relationships, you can't have that many because you cannot possibly have enough of one person to give to that many people.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Shay. Tell me a time when a friend pushed you in a direction that you never thought you could go, but now you're excelling in. Like what? To where a friend really pushed you into doing something you never thought you could do, but they got you out of your comfort zone, and because of that friend, now you're able to do something you never thought you could do.
I
guess good cooking.
Good cooking. Well, that's a survival skill, my friend. That's a good one. Tell us that
one. I mean, I can cook, don't get me wrong, but I mean to cook like excellent. That's different. But my brother, Matt, my cousin, just all sorts of friends throughout the years, giving me techniques that have just really helped me home in on some of my specialties.
Cool.
So they help you hone in on who you really are, who you are as a person, and who you want to be.
Yeah, I try to keep the bitterness out and the sweetness in.
Awesome.
And when I cook, I'm
Yeah.
playing with me. But yeah, no, it all definitely helps. Suggestions on anything you do on daily life, just taking a different approach or a different aspect on it. It's always definitely, self-improving. Everybody wants to do it themselves, but I mean, it's like Olivia said, sometimes you do have to take a step back, and, friends are very good at, making you take a step back and, reassuring yourself that, maybe I am making the right choice, or maybe it would look better in that way.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Olivia. That's why I wanted to put you on this episode, because I've never seen you say anything bad about anyone. You're always trying to encourage people to look at somebody and meet them where they are, and you're always trying to help somebody and find the better in somebody. So even if you don't know you don't know somebody so well, you may be hanging out with them and you might, hey, I can help them in this area. I see them struggling. Let me go talk with them and give them some advice. And from that, you make a friendship.
Yeah.
You're a genuine person all the time. You show up the same every time, and you want to enjoy the time that you've been given on this earth. And I think that is something that we could all do a little bit more. Definitely. Because that's what makes you, that's what helps it. That's just, we all need to worry about how we show up so we can be something great for others, and a good, happy face, looking for the best in any situation. I think that's a pretty good way to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that shirt, by the way. I see what you're wearing over there.
Oh, yeah.
Ben's Georgia shirt?
Yes, ma'am. Uh-huh.
Yeah, go dogs.
Go dogs.
Well, Shay, we're really happy that you could make the time to come out and do this with us tonight. It's been really awesome. You were perfect for this one.
All right. Well, thank you guys for having me.
Yes. Yay, we'll have to have you on another one soon then.
All right, come here, Lily. Come say bye. Look. Say bye-bye.
Bye, Lily. Bye, sweet girl.
All right. Later, y'all.
Bye. Heck yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining this week's episode. Best ever. We were waiting. We wanted that to be as good for y'all as we could make it, because we were promising that for you guys. Don't forget, this month we have our monthly meetup. It's not the last Sunday this month, because the last Sunday is Easter, Lord's Day. So March 25th.
Yes.
Okay, March 25th. And then, Ben, what do they need to do next week?
They need to tune in.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.